Another very important component of a security stance for an institution is virus protection. As we well know, viruses are out there, people get them all the time, and of course you need to have network monitoring and management systems that we've already discussed to detect these virus-infected machines and identify whose machines those are. But just virus protection itself, you must be running some kind of virus protection. So first off, how are viruses spread? Almost all viruses are spread through the actions of users. It's poor browsing habits, it's opening email attachments or clicking OK or install when they shouldn't. You've all seen this where somebody sends you an email that has maybe a PDF attached to it and it says, here, please find the details of your current balance of your bank account. And you open that and boom, you all of a sudden have a virus. Or you're on a web page that does a pop-up and says, oh, we've detected a virus. Click here to clean it. And well, if you click on it, you do have a virus. So mostly this is actions of users you're trying to protect from. And of course, you will want to be doing a lot of education about don't click on links from people you don't know. That's user workstations. Server-based viruses or intrusions are typically caused from attacks to those servers. They come often from off-campus, but sometimes from users. If a user machine is infected with a virus and that virus is trying to attack some of your servers, then you need to be thoughtful about making sure you can protect from that. There is a discussion on architecture to discuss where firewalls might best be placed. Most folks put a firewall between their campus and the internet at large, and that's great for being able to knock down external attacks. However, it doesn't do anything from knocking down internal attacks, and so we strongly recommend you look at and think about firewalls right in front of your services that you're trying to protect. So, again, our actual methods of infection is opening email attachments, clicking malicious links, and notice that Gmail and other public mail services use HTTPS, encrypted by default. Your firewall cannot inspect this traffic. Your firewall can certainly be configured to not allow traffic to certain websites, but the firewall can't look inside of that HTTPS stream. So all your firewall does in this case is act as a bottleneck for legitimate traffic. So what happens when a machine is owned? Well, it might connect to a command and control center. Often, many of the viruses do this. A firewall will almost certainly permit this connection to a command and control center unless you have your firewall configured with long access lists about known command and control systems. It may attack other machines inside your network. And again, that traffic does not go through a border firewall. It may start spewing spam, so sending email like crazy. And this looks just like the machine owner is sending email, so the firewall might not even stop that. We would refer you to email discussion that is another video. So bottom line is firewalls tend not to stop viruses. So countermeasures. Keep all your systems up to date. Get rid of obsolete operating systems, especially Windows XP, but Windows 7 is pretty long in the tooth as well. So if you don't have a strategy for getting off of Windows 7, it's pretty late in the game and you need to develop that strategy. Use the security features that are built into hosts. Almost every, Windows and Mac and Apple products all have a built-in firewall. Use it, don't turn it off. We want you to always use strong authentication and crypto. And then I think we have a number of other discussions about that, about SSH and using keys instead of passwords. We want to use network-based detection and containment. Again, this is a network monitoring and management issue where you have the ability to catch these viruses when they happen. End user education is very critical to helping prevent these kind of events. So let's talk for a minute about Windows. Windows is probably the most virus attacked operating system, although we are starting to see that viruses in other platforms. So again, must keep the systems up to date. So for virus protection, Windows 10 has Windows Defender, and Windows Defender has gotten a lot better. So Windows Defender is probably adequate in the Windows 10 environment. Windows 8.1 has Windows Defender on it, but it's not as good. Windows 8, don't be running 8 because you should be updated to Windows 8.1. Windows 7, you definitely need some kind of third-party virus protection, although again, you really need to have a strategy for getting off Windows 7. And Windows XP, don't do Windows XP. So there are some free virus protection products for Windows. Of course, Windows Defender antivirus, and that'll be great for Windows 10. Bitdefender has a free version, Avast has a free version, Sophos has a free version, and Kaspersky Labs has a free version, although there continues to be concerns in the US about the Russian ties with Kaspersky Labs. Whether that concerns you or not is up to you.